Good evening, and welcome to RockTruth Radio. I am your host, Selena K, and we thank you for joining us as we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inerrant, and the final authority for all. Rock Truth is founded on He who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. Rock Truth Radio is a cross-cultural response to the economic climate and social crises of today. Rock Truth is designed to serve the physical need of fallen man while serving the spiritual need he didn't know he had that impacts, affects, and infects generationally. Rock Truth Radio seeks to inspire, enlighten, and highlight upcoming and established local kings and queens of character while promoting Black consciousness and awareness of who we are and to whom we belong. It is indeed a kingdom renaissance. Welcome, fellow truthers. How are we? Hello. I'm like, is anybody home?
We're great. I'm great.
I know, right?
She's great.
Hi, there we go.
All right.
I think it's stuck. It got stuck with Will, but that's okay. We're back. How everybody today?
Everybody is great. She's great. I'm gonna stop talking about myself in third person. I'm sorry.
I know, right? It's okay. I mean, you sound a little psychotic, sis, but that's all right. You know, we ain't tripping. We work with you. So I'm more than excited because we are jumping off. We are jumping off our second season of Rock Truth Radio. I'm excited. Like, we have so much ahead, so many different things that are coming up in the next 6 months to close out our year. I'm super excited. All the different changes that we've gone through in just 6 months.
Yes,
6 months.
Definitely.
That's all it.
I'm trying to figure out my own delay. Okay. Is it a delay?
Just a slight one, but it'll be fine.
A little one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It'll be fine. Yep, I see it. Yep, I see it now. Yep. It's okay. It's cool. Yep, I just need to pick it up. So I'm like, okay. But yes, I'm so excited. So today, we are actually kicking off December with our rock topic, which is his gift, man in his image. What are some of the things that come to mind when you guys think about a gift?
Needed upliftment. I said that because if you think well, not just Christmas, anything, your birthday, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, anything. When you think a gift, normally it comes wrapped and disguised.
Right.
And to receive something is already an uplifting thing. But when when you unwrap it or unravel it, you know, the excitement and the upliftment to your spirit, just to your inner self, it comes off as a needed upliftment. So, if anytime you would like to, if a person is down, you would give them a gift.
Right. Even if it's you.
Right. Exactly. But see, when you come rap like this, you can't help but to open up.
Because this is what because we got ladies on this show. Said his gift, man, in his image. I'm talking about gifts. Like that's gifts out here. What are you thinking, Miss Tanya? What does that feel about his gift, man, in his image? What thought you got on there?
Pretty much, I'm like a kid in the candy store with gifts.
I know, come on, baby.
Like you talk love language, that's my love language. I like gifts. I like gifts. So the idea of unwrapping something that's specifically for me, come on, I'm with it. I'm just there. So
I'm wrapping a Subway sandwich.
Okay. Let me see. What is it? What's all in there? What am I supposed to do with it? How do I use it? How many times can I mean, it's just the excitement of knowing that somebody, like you said, has given you something. But the idea, I like the whole journey of figuring out what it is. I think I'm more excited about unwrapping it and seeing it than I am sometimes about the actual. It's like, how do I unravel it? How do I do it? Like it's
So,
okay, coolness.
And what I like about yes.
Him and that coolness.
I'm gonna get him. What I like about it is about it being his gift. So there's ownership there, right? So it's about a particular person that the gift has come from, and so we have been given a gift, even though we are not fully aware of the exact date of the gift that was given. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we have been given one, right? And we have been given one from him, from God. And it's not just any gift, it's his image, right? It's almost like we received not just his word, but a mirror. We received him. And so we are celebrating this month men that are in his image, and to be in his image is just simply character. You're whole, you're one, you are obedient, you're submissive to him. And so we definitely want to honor the men that are out here doing and being. Yes, sir. Are you waving?
Why are you looking like
I didn't get it.
You didn't ask. You didn't ask me what I thought. You didn't. You want to wrap that
Will, what do you think?
I thought you skipped me. I was raising my hand. I just wanted to make a hand.
See, even the Wi-Fi know that he playing too much.
Even the Wi-Fi know he plays too much. But what is it that you want to say? Because Wi-Fi gonna apparently giving you an opportunity. What?
What are you doing over there?
Popping like a kangaroo. I
said, There's something rather going on. It's going on down in here today, ain't it?
It's like Australia over here in this.
It definitely is. Definitely. It's all right, though.
It's popping.
Yeah. Cool.
Hi, Jonathan. One of the right babies. Well, yes. And I don't want to leave you guys out. I was definitely going to highlight you men in his image at the end of the month. But we definitely want to acknowledge you now. Why not? Well, time ain't promised. I want to acknowledge you now for being men in his image, stand up men, not just of character, in his character. There's a difference. There is a difference. And so, what you guys represent and the way that you guys are standing up, raising your taking care of, the women and the children in your life and training them up in the way that they should go, not your way, but his way. Like, it is just commendable. It is honorable to know you, to be able to talk to you, to depend on you, lean on you. Like if I have, with my son, if I need have a mentor that I can send him to that's in his image, that's going to teach him what he needs to know, per what God has written
And it's good that we on this
Shout out to
subject.
y'all. Shout out
But
to y'all.
I'm gonna tell you this before we continue to exhaust this subject. Let's make sure we allowing our listeners to be able to comment as well, because the phone lines are now open.
Yeah.
747-24-TRUTH. 747-24-TRUTH. That's 747-248-7884. If you'd like to comment.
Oh, you gonna do the work? You gonna do the work?
Oh, yeah.
You did.
We're gonna do. I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna be a king today, and I'm allowed to slide because I was made in this image. So we're gonna give it
permissive will, King. It's that permissive will. Please allow it. I love it. Yes, I love it. I love it. So, guys, when you guys think of man in his image, what do you guys think in reference to the subject? I don't want to just talk the entire time.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's now.
It's my turn.
No. Yours.
It's my turn.
No
responsibility.
Would you come on?
Your turn.
It's not.
It's not your turn, Will.
Would you come on?
No. It's your turn.
Let him go.
Go ahead, Will.
Responsibility.
Jonathan, you understand my point, Jonathan. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, Will, go ahead.
So when I think of his image, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Like every other word, you starting to break up now. It's like right when it's either really good or like you doing really bad. Yeah. The Wi-Fi cut.
I promise.
It's like you got something real good plan. You got something real off the wall to say. And both times the Wi-Fi just like, oh,
every silent.
Are you on boost, Will?
He's on that boost. Somebody call codes.
The next cell.
There you go. Now
okay.
Now
turn your chirp off.
Oh, guess what? It's all working in sync. Go ahead, say something. Oh, it flows.
You got on that horse. You better be ready to ride it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool this, guys.
Hey,
cool it down. You got to cool it now.
I'm telling you, like we are definitely live, and we are rocking today. Like we're excited. Yes. Like this is Kingdom Rock for us, babe. Like all day, every day. Like
it's for real.
So definitely, if you want to call in and rock truth with us, 747-2 for truth, man. I ain't give you a better pass. Look. Now, Will, are you gonna?
Yes.
Are you gonna?
I'm trying.
Well,
I am trying.
Okay. Hi, Jonathan.
Mr. Jonathan.
Go.
You're gonna have to write it on a notepad and hold it up.
Right?
Just hold it up.
I'm gonna have to
Right. Put it in
type it in the comments. Go on Facebook and type it in the comments, and then post it at the bottom of the.
Right.
Right. Is it something you want us to read? We'll read it.
Even
then your
the
hair
pages
like
are.
chicken.
We can't see that.
We don't work.
No,
Right.
that ain't
Right.
happening.
No, we
can't work with that.
No, we can't, and we ain't, and we gonna move on. Now look, it's working. Come on, tell us. Shoot,
Tell us.
tell us.
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Can you hear me? Your responsibility. 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 Y'all got me?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when they say he gave you a word, he gave you a word.
Gave you a word. Hey, that's the one.
Hey, I tell you what, those pages you put up look like cuneiform or hieroglyphics. I couldn't see a word.
Did you say cuneiform? Oh, yeah. He went back to the first one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like,
You got
this
oh my God.
Oh my
Not
God.
the fertile basin writing.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
What was that on that
How did you spell this, sir? Sir, this is why your hair right.
Oh,
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
There's not even there's
we
no
gonna have
eyes
to
in
Google it. We
Responsibility.
I know Mr. Napoleon sitting back like, what have I got to
because he went to college, so he knows that's not how you spell. That's not how you spell that.
Oh my God, how embarrassing!
What?
I know you didn't.
He
Ponabilty.
There's no eyes. There are
No,
no
it's not even an
eyes. There's
eye.
no eyes.
I put an I in it. Did I put the
no,
I in
you
it?
didn't.
Yes, you did. No, you put the eye in it because there's no eye.
This is not what he typed. This is
Right.
Responsibility. So I don't know.
Y'all get up off wheel. Y'all get up off wheel. Y'all get up off wheel. Y'all get up off wheel.
No,
Responsibility.
because and that actually plays right into the show that our Lord Tyrant had on yesterday when he was talking about
not a dope show.
Responsibility. A responsible man.
Come on now, in his image,
exactly, can lead the family.
My Lord.
And there will be no need to request or require submission because it's a given. It's a responsible man. Because I'm telling you, I can't wait to. Oh, I can't wait to. Don't worry, baby, you got it. What you need me to do? All right, okay. I swear I can't wait. I'm tired of this. I got to decide everything. I got to decide what time the alarm clock goes off, when I cook, when I got to eat, all of that.
You know what?
I'm tired of deciding everything.
I'm the laundry manager. I'm the daycare manager. I run the transportation company. We got Mary Eats, like all that. Like I can't wait.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, you can. Struggle. It's worth the wait to the right to God send the right one to you.
Yeah.
You know what? I tell you what. I think when that pain comes, it's like, why didn't I wait? And I don't know if y'all heard me call in last night, but I gave him something out of Matthew and something out of Luke to resonate on that show and let him know. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So I'm gonna tell you like this. That even goes. It even goes with your friends. The way you carry yourself and what you allow and don't allow. That will depict what type of people are around you, because eventually the devil gets tired of getting his head beat in, and he moves along to the next one.
Get too bright.
So when you conduct yourself in the manner in which what you want to be around you, that's what will come around you. Rich folk ain't I ain't talking skin tone related. I'm just saying. People who got money and own a corporation or something, they not walking around the streets looking for bags of something. They out handling their business. So you lay down with dogs and you come up with fleas. You do. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So if you have a flea mentality, guess what's going to be flicking off your shoulders? Woo! It is what it is.
A flea mentality. You better go with that.
You gotta have more than a say.
Coolness.
Man. Well, guys, we are about to get ready to bring in our first guest of season 2. Do it again.
Yes.
Our first guest of season 2. I'm so excited. Like, seriously, this is so super dope. So, like, we met Mr. Eugene Napoleon when we were doing I think it was like a sound check. We were doing a sound check for WBNC Radio, one of our first airings on air on their network. And we met him, and he interviewed us and talked to us, and it was so dope. And he called in, it was everything. And so ever since then we've been connected, and he has so much going on. He used to be a ex football player for the AFL Professional Football League. He is a teacher for special education, which I love, because special education is so important. And it's one area where there's not enough resources. It's not enough resources, and it's not enough help, and the children are behind. They are getting left behind. So to have somebody with the heart to be able to do that, that again, in his image, just so imperative. And then on top of that, he has his own record company. And then his wife, we're going to play her video today. She is a recording artist on his label, and she has a dope song called We Are Strong, and we're going to have him introduce that as well. So let's bring in no other than, no. We have a clip, right, Will? We have a clip of his documentary. Yes. So let's do the documentary.
Yes, we do.
First, let's bring in his documentary, and then we will officially bring in Mr. Eugene Napoleon.
Cool.
Go ahead.
What does it take to be great? Discipline, passion, desire, heart. From Little League football to high school, college, pro, there was always a burning desire to be the best. Greatness is not about words, it's about action. Whatever football field I stepped on, it was all about action. No words, just action. Play the game to the best of my ability. Make those around me better. When I'm in the tunnel, all I'm thinking about is playing, being the best I can be. Heart, leaving it on the field. As I come out of that tunnel, you look into my eyes and you see everything that it took for me to get there. All the hard work, all the dedication. Now it's time to go play. Here I come. Are you ready? Let's go.
Woo! All right.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Hey, I'm not getting in that man's way.
No,
I just watched it. It was good.
I got glued to the documentary when I watched it today. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
And then
I thought it was
Ryan,
right.
he still got that. Yeah. So no. Let's, without further ado, let's bring in Mr. Eugene Napoleon. Welcome to the show, brother.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Napoleon.
Hi.
It is a blessing to be here. Listen, let me say something to you. Listening to your backstage, I was in here just having a great time. I love the energy. I absolutely love the energy from everybody. That's what look, that's what RockTruth is all about.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. That means everything. That is what we're about. Like, I promise you, this is like our meetings, like our serious meetings. We can never get to our meetings because we're cracking up laughing. It is a joy. It is a delight. It's a blessing. And it's
That's
also
what it's all about. That's what it should be about. Just being authentic.
Teaching.
Exactly.
Teaching. Well, you're definitely someone who is authentic. Could you tell us about yourself? Where are you from? Because everything pretty much started from Pop Warner or Biddy football for you.
Yeah, definitely Pop Warner. I'm originally from Jersey City, New Jersey, Marion Garden Projects, and shout out to Marion Gardens because, listen, I don't care where you're from around the country. I grew up in the hood, and I got to give them 100% props because growing up in Jersey City helped me to become the man I am today. So that's where it all started for me as far as Little League football, baseball, basketball. You know, the old adage, all the stories about when you're playing sports and multiple sports as a kid. For me, it started in JC. And I thank God for that humble beginning because, again, it set the foundation to where I am now.
Amen.
Absolutely. I just want to, kind of throw it out there a little bit. I played baseball as well.
Okay.
All right. I didn't know that.
And listen, no, seriously though, like this is serious fact. Like I played Little League baseball, and I didn't want to play with the girls. They wanted to play softball, and I didn't want to play with the girls. So we were on the first team that they integrated with the girls and the boys. Like it was dope. It was. Little League. I just want to throw that out there. I can throw. You know what I'm saying? I can catch a pop up. I just wanted to know.
Okay, that's what's up.
You got an arm. Watch out now.
Right. I do know one thing, that you are also a music exec, right? Could you tell us
Yes,
a little bit about that? And prior to coming out of that, can you also introduce your wife and her song "We Are Strong"?
absolutely. Well, real quick, um, 24 years in the music entertainment industry. I actually started my label for my wife back in the mid 90s. And thank God her first album actually went gold, selling over 500,000 copies
Wow.
worldwide. So, and we've been doing it ever since. So I'm blessed and humbled that she is the first and last artist on our label. So she does have her current single right now. It's called "We Are Strong,"
Uh-huh.
and it's everything. It really is symbolic about being, having the perseverance and being strong, especially in this particular climate that we're in right now. But the music video, I like to introduce that, and that's what it's called. "We Are Strong."
Yes. Well, let's go ahead and play Miss Naya. "We Are Strong." Let me get it going. This is Naya. "We Are Strong."
We are hardworking,
Hey.
so certain.
Oh, shoot.
Gotta learn from our mistakes. We are strong-minded, blinded, just doing what it takes. We are awesome creatures, true believers, with a comeback kids. We are non-hating, true relating. That's who we are. We are strong. We are strong. We are strong. We are strong. We are motivated. We self-made it. Not fearing what's ahead. We are always giving, just reliving, doing what we can. We are real determined, go getting, trying to make it through. We are optimistic, independent. That's who we are. Yes, we are. We are strong. So very strong. We are strong. Stronger than you know. We are strong. Can't nobody tell me. Can't nobody tell me. Stronger. We are strong. Stronger than we'll ever be. I know you've been through some hard times, and I know you got your battle scars. I'm here to tell you it's alright. 'Cause we are warriors. I know you've been through some hard times, yeah. And I know you got your battle scars. Everything's gonna be alright. 'Cause we are warriors. We are stronger. Stronger. Stronger than you know. Yes, we are.
Hey.
Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody hold you down. Stronger. Stronger than we'll ever be. Strong, strong, strong. Strong, strong, strong. Strong, strong, strong. Strong, strong, strong.
RockTruth got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north, the original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at RockTruth2.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inez Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body butter made with unrefined shea and mango butter, infused with vitamin E oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, natural mica powder, and fragrant essential oils. It is designed to heal and moisturize dry skin, and it is perfect for the whole family. Our whipped shea butter is handcrafted with a blend of natural and organic ingredients. The unicorn body butter can be customized to the scent of your choice. If a scent is not chosen, no scent will be added. Have you been searching for a custom home decor and crafts? Check out Delicious Designs. For more information, simply search Della Williamson on Facebook. Are you in need of advertisement or marketing tools? Branded in his image prints, logos, flyers. Contact us today. RockTruth Prints is ready to serve your printing and designing needs. We offer a full array of marketing tools, logos, flyers, business cards, video ads, and website designs. If you need our services for prints, we got you there too. Contact us at rocktruthradio@gmail.com for more information.
Yes, and we are back.
Okay. It looks all nice too. How did you do that fast?
Yes.
I don't get a highlightization.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Thank you.
I know,
Thank you,
right?
brother. That's awesome. Thank you.
I love that. We are back. If you are just tuning in, we are back with our very special guest, a man that is created in God's image, in the image of our creator, Mr. Eugene Napoleon. Let's welcome him back, guys. Yes. So let's just pick up an interview where we left off, Mr. Napoleon. Go ahead, Rock Truth.
There's so much, I guess, to talk about. The one thing I want to say, listening to most people ask me the same questions about how or why I got into the entertainment industry in the first place. And I always go back to this short little narrative and the short little story. If you want to control or have control over the masses, you have to control the narrative. And in the industry that we're in the music business, it's so tough because that narrative can be formed and shaped the way that these other executives of these major labels want it to be. So when my wife first started in the industry, she writes her own lyrics, her own songs. So first thing we had her do is start her own publishing company. Okay. Then I went out and I got a worldwide distribution deal. My first deal was back in the mid '90s with Ichiban, which used to be out of the right outside of Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And we went from there. But I think controlling the narrative of how you want to put your stuff out, your image, what your music stands for, really is symbolic of what you stand for as a person. So I always tell people that that's the first thing I'm always asked, no matter what interview I do, because we've been in the game so long. Like I said, this is our 24th year in the business. You really have to be true to yourself. And I think a lot of that has to do with who you really are, the core person, who you really are in your core.
Yeah.
So you don't get slided or shift to the side when people want you to do things that authentically is not you.
Right.
So I always start my interviews off with that, because I think with what's going on around this country right now, and with all the young people, I think following the wrong message, they're following the wrong, it's a difficult decision to make when you're following somebody else and they're not on the right path. So I always start interviews off with that. I think it's important.
Absolutely. I would totally.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you as well.
Especially when you're talking about
I agree with you. I had a
I was just gonna say, especially when you're talking about it's misleading the generations. It's definitely one thing that we have to, I was watching a few of the people that are interviewing right now with all of the different shootings that we're having with our young brothers that are musically talented. And so just watching them, and one thing that I saw that Offset, he was saying how, it's cool that you're teaching, your experience for the most part, what you're going through, and you're telling your story, but you're being irresponsible when you're not directing exactly what you need to do. Don't go that way. It's not okay just to say, this is what I've done, and you're just telling us what you've done. But you also have to teach, and these are teachable moments to say, but don't go this way. You don't have to be like me. So that you're dead on when you're saying that. I'm sorry, Ivo, go ahead.
Oh no. That's fine. I was just gonna say I've had an experience with telling the younger artists as well, and I was going into that same point about past history. It's not a projection for your future. So basically, what I'm saying is the same thing that the Queen was saying too. When I talk, if I was to talk about where I came from and what I have done, that's just that. That's it. Right. That's all. It's not a rhetoric for you to subscribe to, as far as to we're gonna do this in order to get or gain notoriety and become superstars. You know what I mean? So no, I totally agree with you though. You hit the points that I was even finna go into.
Yeah. Instead of them putting it up there as a cautionary tale, they're glorifying it as a goal lifestyle, and it's not like that. Like, and that's what I try and like understand when people are talking about those types of lifestyles. It's like, the money is fast and quick, but there's also a massive amount of risk associated with all of those dollar signs, like your freedom, your life, like pretty much everything. Like I'm like, what dollar price could you really put on that? And it's like,
think about that other agenda that's being pushed. There's a narrative that's already been framed, and it's being pushed, and it's been repushed over so many years in this industry. And it's real interesting because you can find a slew of people that, for the right, not even for the right amount of money, just for the glorification of somebody telling you, you're great.
Teach.
That's what they're doing it for. And it's I've traveled quite a bit, as a motivational speaker as well, and you'll be surprised when you sit and you talk to these young people about what motivates them. And what motivates them has nothing to do with their core values, because they've gotten taken away so far from their core values. Their motivation is self-gratification. So when the industry is giving you that, and you put up one video, a negative connotation of a certain community, of a certain people of color, and that's being pushed, that one video is going to get hundreds of millions of streams, right? You put up a positive video, same exact scenario, same exact viewpoints, a good community, good people, hardworking people. You put that video up and it gets 1,000 views.
Right.
So if you think about how the industry itself frames that message, therein lies the bigger problem.
Teach, King. Teach.
Therein lies the bigger problem. That's why we've stayed independent for 24 years. We will continue to stay independent because we don't answer to anybody. There's nothing that the majors can do for us.
Teach.
And it is what it is. So
teach. I love that.
I want to make sure that my wife put a record out. There's always a message behind it, but it's always a productive and positive message. And a lot of times when you go to different companies, that's not the agenda that they're on. They don't want to hear that. It's unfortunate, but it's very, very true. So I'll tell anybody that will listen, stay true to yourself. Do what you know God gave you the ability to do. And do it in a way where you're proud of the product that you put out. This industry is not for everybody. I say that all the time. It's really not. You know what I mean? Because if you want to go and do the right thing, they'll sign a whole bunch of people that want to go and shoot people.
Yes, they will. We're seeing that.
Yeah, because that's the agenda. It's unfortunate, but that's really the motive in most cases. Because you can stop this if you really wanted to from a label perspective. If you're the machine behind the artist, if you put out a video with a gun in it, If you put out a video with subliminal messages that's negative and it's negative connotations, we're not going to release it. If you simply said that and held them to that standard, you wouldn't have nonsense flood the earth.
Right.
Yeah, like that's raising the standard for them. Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely improving facts. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. If they just raise a standard and all of this could go away, as well as the consumers. The consumers also raise it, because that I love one thing. I was watching the Dave Chappelle special, and he was saying, you know what, now I'm gonna go to my real bosses, and his real boss was the audience, and he said, I'm asking you guys who are the consumers to not purchase or participate in this. And so that's the same thing. We didn't as well. We are the real bosses and are the machine, you know?
Do me a favor. On your platform, and again, I'm so humble and blessed to be on your platform. Do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
The same platform that you have right now and what you're doing right now, I don't even think you realize RockTruth Radio stands for more than just RockTruth Radio. Here's the difference with what you're doing culturally. You're talking about building a whole bunch of people that's looking at your show and looking at the sisterhood and brotherhood that you bring forth every single show. And it's showing them subliminally, this is how you work together.
Yeah.
This is the bridge you build for other people to cross over back and forth. That's the kind of platform that we need. That's the kind of positive energy that we need. If it's not for your show, how will younger people have first off a blueprint to follow and something to look forward to, and to say, I don't really want to do the rest of that stuff that everybody else is doing. I need a show that is indicative of who I am. And that's what RockTruth is all about. So I'm so humbled to be on your platform.
Thank you. And we're humble to have you. And I'm sorry, just one last comment and I'll let everybody else talk. But thank you for that. And just like you said, you stand independent. So do we. We are not, willing to do anything for any money. We're not willing to compromise anything. If we got to put in the work, we'll put in the work before we compromise ourselves and the God that we serve. But we don't need that. We're not here for that. We're here for his namesake solely. And so I'm so grateful that you've taken, again, the time to turn and see us for who it is that we are. That was, I'm trying not to cry, Will. Yeah, fine.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Thank you, King. Thank you, guys.
Y'all get up off of Mary. Mr. Napoleon, we had a few questions that we all wanted to ask you, if you didn't mind, sir.
Sure.
Miss Tanya, are you prepared?
I am. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I had to sit up on that one. But yes, I am. So my first question actually has two parts. And I ask this question of my students all the time at my school. It's what would you consider your greatest achievement, but also your lowest point?
Greatest achievement is my marriage. 27 years and counting, and I'm so humbled and blessed.
Yes.
That's my absolute greatest achievement. And if that's having our son Brandon, who's 27 and he's married now with a little one on the way, that would be A and B. Okay. My lowest. Okay, this is kind of okay. I would say when I was 4, my 9-year-old sister saved my life in a house fire. And she died for me. Wow. So my lowest point was when I got older to understand that she gave her life for me and it was nothing I can do about it. And it took me years to kind of figure that out. It kind of took me years to understand you're here for a much greater purpose. That's why God saved you. And that's why I live my life the way that I do. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, never did. I'll be 55, God willing, in February. And
that's awesome.
I live my life that way because I'm living 2 lives. I'm living mine and hers.
Come on.
So she didn't die in pain.
Oh, you take real stuff right now.
I know it. Like I know. Look, if you weren't crying before, I bet you are now. Yeah, because I heard you touch on that in the documentary, and that was astonishing. And you talked about you losing another sister at the age of 32.
Yes, my mother buried, well, 7 of us. She buried 5 of her 7 children.
Oh.
You know, so I'm the youngest, and I have a brother, Ray. I always tease him. I always say he's 95, but he's really 69. But he hobbles around like he's 95. So that's our inside
hobbling.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I personally, I'd like to know what was your major and minor while you attended school.
Sure, communication and education.
Perfect.
Makes sense.
Perfect. So I'm gonna teach you, but I'm gonna learn how to communicate to you what I do teach you. If that ain't kingdom, I don't know what is.
I'm just trying to say.
Come on.
If that ain't kingdom, I don't know what is.
I appreciate it.
That's the only way to teach. If you can't, that's what communication is not only giving information, but in a way that people can understand you. Because what's the point of saying something if people can't understand what you're saying? And then you can't teach anybody if you can't put it in a way that they can understand you. Because everybody learns differently.
I always tell people, if you really listen, the link.
You want to hit?
The English language is so interesting because if you really listen, people will tell you exactly what their motives are if you just take the time to listen.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
exactly. Every time, every single time.
I would totally agree. I would agree. I know I did have a question regarding leadership. You said that leadership is key, right? Can you define leadership? Can you define the importance of leadership? And if it's key, who's the manufacturer?
Absolutely. Well, again, to me, leadership is having the ability to lead in the face of adversity, no matter what, and always do the right thing. It's not about the bag or not about the money. Leadership is doing the right thing and giving up or sacrificing yourself for the better of everybody else. That's true leadership. Leadership is not someone to be feared, but to be respected. That's true leadership.
Teach.
If you lead from that perspective and you humble yourself, because it's not about you, it's about God. And God gave you these abilities. Once you figure that out, you can be an effective leader. But the minute you take that role so seriously to you think that it's all about you, you lost the whole premise of leadership. It's not about you.
Come on.
It's about doing the right things and leaving the legacy for others to follow, but follow it in the right way. That's what true leadership is. And that's why it's key. Any leader knows how to follow first.
Teach.
Come on.
And if you can follow and humble yourself to follow someone else, but follow someone else with the right motives, the right agenda, the right morals, the right character, the right values, that helps you to become a better leader.
Yes.
And you can leave something for others at that particular point. That's why leadership is key.
Yes, I would totally agree.
All right. Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, KT.
Come on. Yes, I have wrote the book Dream Real.
It's muting in and out.
Yeah, you said about the books that you wrote.
Yeah, I think that's the last part I heard. I think I heard her say something about my first book, Dream Real.
Yeah, I heard that too. Could you
reflections? What to write the book Reflection?
Oh, it sounded like she said, "What caused you to write the book Reflections?"
Got you. Okay. A few years ago, I realized that when I wrote Dream Real, and I thank God for that, because that was really a testimony to my mom, to be honest with you, and in my way of saying thank you for being such a strong woman and raising me to be the man I am today. That's what that was really about, covered in with sports and all that stuff. Reflections, it was on my mind a few years ago to write it. It's a motivational quote book. You know, I love quotes. I write down a whole bunch of quotes. And I started to understand my students, I taught at every level from elementary to middle school to high school, and now I'm at the middle school level again. They don't, for some reason, it's hard for them to read. They don't really like to do a whole bunch of reading. So I said, you know what? I'm going to write a quotes book, a short book, 5 chapters with 10 quotes per chapter on different subject matters. And you can unpack a good quote. And it's easier for these kids to remember a good quote versus 150 or 200 word book. So I said, I wrote it from that perspective. I'm going to write down some quotes. We're going to unpack them quotes. And my kids love it because they can take a quote and I could ask them, well, what does that quote mean to you? How does it relate to you? And they can write a whole page of information on for one quote. So that was really the objective, to give information in a shorter way where I know if you don't like to read, you'll read a quote because it's short. So that was one of the main key components as to why I wrote Reflections.
So you just packaged critical thinking into 100-something page, but I love it. I love it because I feel like that's what a lot of people lack is critical thinking. Like you can hear something, you can experience it, but if you can't fully, and digest it and, turn it over and pull it apart for your understanding to where you can, pass it to someone else in a way that they can understand it. That's what they say. Like you don't fully understand something until you can teach it to someone else or in a simpler way. So that's extremely important. Critical thinking.
I call that term unpacking it. We unpack it. My kids laugh every day. They're all right, Mr. We're going to start unpacking. That's right. We're going to unpack this.
Yes.
And that simply means we're going to break it down to, I don't care if I got to repeat it 100 times. We're going to unpack it and break it down to a level to where you understand it. And once we do that, then I want you to teach me what you just learned. And that way I know for sure you totally comprehend the lesson that we tried to do today. So we do it every day. I do critical thinking every day.
Yeah. Oh, I know that's something else, living with a teacher.
I hear you speaking about
I love you though, Tanya.
About the children. I watched the documentary as well, and should I say a tear up moment for me was seeing you in that hospital with those children. I got 9 children and 1 on the way, and I'm in all of their lives. But I wanted to know too, how that had an impact on your life after, seeing that and dealing with it. Now I had another question, but I already know the answer to that. And my other question was going to be, if you had the chance to change something, what would you change? I think we all know something that happened in your life that you would change. So that's my final question. How did working with those children impact your life?
It was incredible, man. When they asked me to do the documentary, the first thing I said was, listen, with me, what you see is what you get. So this was a younger staff. This was a younger crew who called me to do this documentary. They wasn't even born when I played it. That's how young the staff was. So I had to explain to them, listen, I want to go back and I want to script out everything that I did when I was at West Virginia those many years ago. And the first thing I used to do, I used to spend a lot of time at Ruby Memorial Hospital dealing with the kids. So it was real important for me to go back and do the things I literally did while I was on campus back in the mid and late 80s. And it was awesome. Back then in 86 and 87, I met 2 kids that really it broke me down and humbled me at the same time. They both passed. They both had cancer, and I used to go visit them all the time. So what got me was when people don't understand, sometimes when God gives you a blessing, and if you don't see it for what it really is, you'll miss it. You'll miss it.
Yeah.
So even back then, my way of thinking was I spent a lot of time there because these kids couldn't play a sport. Some of them couldn't walk. Some of them couldn't, do different things. And here it is. I'm out here playing football, doing the things that God gave me the ability to do physically, but these young people can't. So I knew there was a much greater purpose for me, going to that hospital, just talking about sports. And I would go read to them, bring them different things, and just share with them and their family. It really, that in itself became a blessing because once again, it was so connected to God's work through me for my sister. These are the things that as a kid, I was reared to believe giving is more important than receiving.
Yeah.
So once you know what God blessed you with, you got to give. You can't always look at receiving things. I was so blessed in my life that was my time to always want to give. And I really enjoyed going and seeing those kids and meeting their families. When I went back to shoot that documentary, that little girl, the little baby girl, it blew me away because she has to have multiple surgeries. And when I met her parents, oh man, they could have shut the cameras off because I was about to cry a river. That little girl was so strong and her parents were so appreciative that we took the time just to come in and say hello to her. I'm thinking to myself, no, thank you for blessing me with the opportunity to come and meet you and your family. It ain't about, so it's all about perspective and how you look at it. And I think sometimes we miss the blessing because we don't always look at things the right way and through the right lens.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Well, time has definitely got away from us. I'm telling you, time flies.
When you have fun, okay.
I looked up, I said 55. My Lord. Jesus. Napoleon, we want to definitely thank you so much for rocking truth with us. Do you have any final thoughts? And also, please let us know where we can reach you and how we can make purchases of your books and different things that you do.
Definitely. Both books are on Amazon. You can get them from Amazon or Barnes and Noble. There are a few other sites, but those are the two main ones. My documentary is on Amazon Prime. I'm on Facebook. I'm on IG. Just Eugene Napoleon. You can find me, there. And once again, I just want to thank you all for having me on your platform. You have no idea of what a blessing this is for me. And sometime soon, I would love to come back so we can dive in, look, and unpack some more stuff.
Because I didn't even get to ask about sis. I saw this website. I was like, so he just out here training corporations and people. And, oh,
yes.
I just thank God that people give me an opportunity to just share myself and the things that I've been through to help other people. That's really what it's all about. And I thank God for that opportunity.
Yes. And we thank you, Brother Napoleon. Thank you so much for rocking truth with us. All right, brother. Blessings to you. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got it. Take care. Have a blessed weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Well.
You too.
Bye.
Enjoy your holidays.
You too.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Wow, yeah, that was such a dope interview. Like, I know,
right? Like, we need like a whole. He definitely needs to come back because, like I said, I had so many questions about the leadership training. I'm like, this man, at first I didn't even know that he had like a whole like record label until like yesterday, and then because I'm stuck on the leadership training. I'm like, oh, he out here training people. I'm like. I know a couple of people that can use.
Yes. And to be so humble and down to earth and like seriously from the day we've met them, they've been just like that. And to hear him, I did say independent, but no, we're going to be dependent. But we're not.
Interdependent.
We'll be independent. But we're just like them. We're not accepting any grants or anything from anybody that wants us to alter ourselves. So there's certain ways and directions that we can't, certain loans we can't take. And that it doesn't make it difficult. It just makes us dependent upon the kingdom. It keeps us focused on who this really is about and who's supposed to be supplying them resources. So that put pressure on him. We did.
You heard it. You heard it.
I heard a word.
A word.
Will, let me tell you something.
This word has eyes in it, Will. It might not be a word.
Hey, Selena, Sister Selena, Queen Selena. Queen Selena.
Yes, King.
Yes, you got on that horse. You better be ready to ride.
I was like, what?
I will be putting the panda up in the chat tonight multiple times. It's going up at least INDEPENDENT 11 times. I'm gonna put that koala up.
You gonna post it with a letter? Each letter.
Yes. Thank you, Doc.
Letter per
I'll post
panda.
it with a letter.
No.
Hold on, real quick though, because we all definitely celebrating our second season, and I would be remiss not to say hi, Miss Tony.
Okay, she came in with this bob though.
Looking like Miss
Okay. This bob. Wait, hold on. I ain't got no hair. This bob.
Yeah, right. She came in like. She has a lot.
Glowing. Look at her glowing.
No, she didn't try to throw it around to the side.
I gotta represent, so I have to get my bob right and my light right.
I mean, she said get the lighting right. You did say get the lighting right, right?
She did.
My light illumination. So I ain't got the light, got my light going and stuff. Let there be light.
You got the ring light. Because I know everybody going with the ring light.
I see you.
Yep, exactly.
Talking about you guys.
Yes, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Somebody got their eye on you.
Okay.
Like
on Love Connection.
Which one?
Huh?
Box number 4.
Box number 4.
That's why you got all them kids now. You chill. Let me chill.
Wait,
I have to see Miss Tony one more time. I have to see. Okay, one more time.
All right, there you go. It is she. Hello.
Yeah.
Stay ready. You ain't never got to get ready.
you know, you said
She got the certain melanin.
melanin popping.
Yo,
He was ready, okay?
yes.
Greens, tomatoes, potatoes, lamb.
Don't get me started, Ivo. Don't get me started.
How was your how can I say? How was your last weekend? You know, the what is that? The Holy Day weekend, but the holiday weekend.
Thanksgiving.
Pilgrim Day. His story.
Days before my birthday.
There you go. His story day. Because I was trying to find shout out to Doc Ock. Happy birthday as well as Elder Karen Dade. I'm so sorry. Hey, Karen.
Happy New Year, Doc Ock.
Oh, wait. Can I? I'm gonna hold on real quick. Shout out to my daughter, Aubrielle Barack Smith. Today is her birthday. Let me publicly. My daughter has I got a 12-year-old today. Right. Okay. And she is the dopest. I mean, she is the dopest queen in the land. When I tell you, last year for her birthday, she was calling her friends queens. And I didn't know that. I didn't know until they got to the house for the birthday party. So I'm like, oh, so she really is paying attention. Like, so Mary, tighten up.
Okay. I need to say my. Can I say my happy birthday to her? Can I say my happy birthday to her?
Yes.
No. I need everybody on the screen. Everybody on the screen.
Everybody on the screen.
Happy birthday, happy New Year to your daughter. Okay. Listen, I want y'all to dance when y'all hear the song. Okay.
Okay.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
What was this? What is
I just had to jump it off real quick.
Don't hate on my move. Don't hate on my move.
You gotta do it
That's why you stuck.
Right.
On my move. Even though we know, on BS.
And cut you off every single time. cut you off every
I
time.
will.
Don't hurt
He's also with the crazy face.
I
Real petty.
I definitely want to just say happy birthday to my daughter.
Oh my goodness.
Will. Stop. I never. Oh my God! I had a childhood friend that when he used to
flip his eyelid. I'm glad people don't know about doing that no more.
My brother used to flip both of them.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah,
No,
it was.
you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah. That was disgusting.
No.
When you
Why
had
would
them
you
guys
do
that
that?
do it all the time, we walk around with dust in our hands. And we like that. It's looking like Halloween. Boy, something wrong with you. Eyes gonna get stuck.
I don't know how this keeps freezing him with these faces.
His goofy faces too. Like
Brother Will, what's going on over there, man? What's happening with you?
Listen, don't try to interrupt. Don't try to interrupt. It knows he wants to say something. That's why.
It keeps freezing.
Tanya, talking about what you talking about?
Let's not get in the way.
No, I think it's just because he make crazy faces all the time, so it doesn't matter when it freezes him.
It's organic. It's gonna happen. And there goes Will.
Oh, somebody snoring.
Look, don't be playing out my snorts now.
Who did that, Miss Tanya? Did you do that? You did that, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I cannot. But I wanted to just, tell my daughter publicly and
There's the
I like that. What is that?
The donut cup.
Good job, Will. Good job.
when he put the cup up though, it didn't freeze.
It didn't freeze.
Freeze.
Computer.
It's the empathy for Dilla Donuts. That is so dope. Shout out to LaRon MC. We interviewed him. He was the artist, and he had all of the different. He had the stickers and the pillows and all of that. But yeah, shout out to that's the Dilla Donuts. Dope producer, dope beat maker. James Yancey. So yes. I need that cup, brother. You ain't buy me one. You ain't buy me one. I gotta bring it back.
The donuts.
You ate that. Thanks for nothing.
Somebody said somebody donuts.
I just want the donuts. Just the donut.
Yo, you gonna get the coffee too.
I'll take the coffee.
I got a lot.
Don't come with me.
I gave my RockTruth cup away. I always give myself.
Oh, you gave it away. Oh, okay.
I did. I gave it to somebody. I gave it away.
Did y'all announce the thing that's coming up? The thing?
What?
The thing? The teddy bears.
No, we didn't get to that. We were about to get to it. You might as well announce. Doc Ock, that's on you, boo. So what you gonna do?
Okay, so Think Big Mentors donate teddy bears. Elementary students in East Chicago, Indiana, residents can register at thinkbigmentors@gmail.com. Subject line bear. That's BEAR.
Not boost. Bear.
Not boost. Definitely not boost. And not the BARE bear, because that's the naked bear. We not naked.
Right.
We get soft and cut.
Okay.
Soft and cut.
What?
Yes.
Naked bear.
The other one was coats.
Yes,
no.
I didn't get Coats. Yes. Coats presents the Warmth Package giveaway. We will be providing socks, hats, and gloves to the homeless in Lake County communities during the holiday season, December 19th at www.coatsinc, that's COATESINC.org for online donations. Cash App is $, COATESINC, and you can call at phone number 219-472-9928. Please contact us if you would like to provide donations or warmth items.
I just want to say you got some incredible eyesight.
Oh,
know.
These
She
it's
did
the
it.
glasses,
I
and these aren't even
like,
these
I
aren't
made
even
that a little
like my new
bigger.
picture. You see, I have glasses on.
I want to
Typo,
make sure she
Tanya.
Like she was reading that strong.
Right. Yeah, it was like there's more words. Like yes, it's fine print.
I was like for a
I'm
second,
like,
I
I should
was
have made that bigger. But I wasn't gonna say nothing because when she say stuff, it sells. Like when she say
Right. Like,
Got the golden
I want
voice.
to jump in. I wasn't gonna jump in and let her say it. If they have any
Another
other questions,
level.
I can answer them. But I'm gonna let her go ahead and say it.
Miss Tony, you are exactly right. Like when she says delicious.
Delicious.
Boy,
Design. I swear.
Hey, we ain't gonna rock the truth. We ain't gonna rock nothing at all.
There is a certain
You might as well get naked. BARE, like you said. Might as well take it out.
It's the intention. You got to put the intention in the sound.
Hello. I know that we do have. I'm gonna make the flyer. I was supposed to try to finish it before, but we have so much stuff going on, like behind the scenes, guys, and just changes and all this. But I want to officially announce that we are going to do our first semi-annual conference entitled "No." Yes. I'm so excited about Rock and Truth. And definitely having our first conference. Like, this is dope. Like, to be able to present him. Yeah, I'm excited too. Like, I just looking at the personalities and what's coming forth, like what's on that train. It's about to be dope to just sit back and watch.
Are they ready? You think they're ready?
I don't think they ready.
Whether they're ready or not, it's coming. It's too late. Too bad. The train has left the station.
That's it. It's time to be in the know. Enough of this ignorance. We are all gonna be in the know at no cost. At no cost to you. Look at that. That's amazing.
Okay,
I'm finna
$3.99.
Hey, coolness.
I'm gonna put this chicken on.
Oh Lord,
spectacular.
You know what I tell you earlier? You ain't supposed to be reading that out of the comments.
No, because we letting everybody know that you making stuff that you're not planning on sharing. But you can tell us that you making stuff.
What was the pre-show about? What was the pre-show about?
The pre-show, it was about men in his image and honoring them.
I mean, before we logged on.
Oh, what was it about?
Yeah, when I tell you I had, yeah.
What?
You just read the comment out of the private chat. I'm gonna put this chicken on. That's private chat.
So the it's a private chat. Okay.
Yes.
So private. So you want me to read what's in the private chat section?
No, I don't want you to read what's in the private.
Keyword is private. Pride.
Break it down for
No.
Let Will break the terminology down. Let him do it. Let him do it Selena K style.
The only eyes are the eyes that's supposed to see.
Wow.
I don't like them. I'm trying to
crying eyes. You got on that horse.
No, that's when you just say, no hablo inglés. That's the only Spanish I know, and I'm talking my own speaking. I cannot. Nobody will know the difference.
Every time I get off this show, my cheeks hurt. Laughing with y'all.
Mine too. I have to do my cheek massage.
Right. Oh my gosh, my cheeks be hurting. Y'all play so much. Oh goodness.
KT, Queen, that pot is done. Did you want me to send you that? A pot of coffee?
Yeah. Indeed.
He got me.
Three sugars, 2 creams, please.
All right, I got you.
I'm gonna need
That's
that.
my girl.
With my
Boy.
donut. Don't forget my donut glaze.
That's right. She did just say that. Well, we gonna rock out.
Glaze. You said she want the glaze donut.
Gotta get the cream.
Yeah, dripping glaze.
Yes, I think so
I'm not with the glazed donut. I like,
Listen.
Yeah,
with,
don't give me a
donut.
With Selena's lip gloss, with Katisha's hair, and with Miss Tanya's nails, Y'all all popping off up in here, man. Hey, here come Doc Ock. Doc Ock come in with the Super Saiyan glasses on, with the pretty
Not the Super Saiyan
on around the lipstick on.
You wild.
Not to mention, Will came in here dapper. I didn't know whether to call him Reverend Will or Will Smith.
Not Reverend.
Will Smith. I said everybody is clean off up in here today. I missed the memo.
I think
everybody excited about
I look a little bit better than Will Smith.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
That ain't it. No, this is why.
You know what?
There goes Will.
This is why she popping. This is why she popping right here.
I mean, Will, her glasses are shining, her lips are shining. I missed the memo because all y'all. The
memo was. I want to be very clear. The memo was this season 2. This season 2, like step your game up, like we came up with, like this season 2, like we last year.
That's right.
Last season, and we are here to improve every step of the way. Like it's just gonna get better and better.
I don't want nobody sharing I even did my little facial. I had my little face scrub.
He is married, and even if he was not married, I am busy mastering singleness. This that. Okay. What's that?
Right.
He is ignorant. We are strong. You ain't got to tell me, sis.
When y'all go back and watch this, pay attention to Selena's glasses. I mean, the glasses even twinkling in the corner of the left eye. No, I saw a twinkle. I saw a twinkle
in the glasses. He said,
the man like
twinkle in the glasses.
No, not a twinkle. Not a twinkle. A twinkle.
Just like you saying,
a twinkle. A twinkle. Miss Tanya and Keisha, I know this is not proper English, but it was a twinkle.
I'm done correcting y'all for today. Like, I'm done.
Let me shout out Lashi.
Right.
Good, Will. She says you look good, baby. You look good.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Boy, you must be made in his image. You must be made in his image. That's what happened when you're made in God's image.
Look, you got all with your wife on
the air. Sir. Don't use us to inadvertently flirt with your wife.
What you mean?
This is.
I'm just I am being normal. This is
normal. No, but you see how the wiki didn't cut out on them, though. Right? The wiki is on that with you. The wiki is supporting your shenanigans at this moment.
It ain't been no cutoffs. No cutoffs since he been doing it.
Do your thing.
No cutoffs, no cutoffs, no nothing.
Yeah, all right. Made in his image.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
We all got on that.
Is this her killing it with the heart?
I'm a proud married man. Y'all gotta understand. I'm proud.
Yeah, you should be.
That's right. I look at it like this. Shoot, it takes a lot to love me.
Okay.
I'm rough.
I'm rough.
It's rough. It's rough over here.
I'm telling this men out here that act like they don't know that. Like, sir, you are not a piece of cake to put up with, Lord. You are the cake and eating.
Lord gives you.
No, you know what? I heard somewhere that is a name.
There.
What you say?
It's Kate and Edith too. It's not Cake and Edith too. It's Kate and Edith too. That's why it means having that woman and that woman is having Kate and Edith too.
Oh, yes.
But you know how black people do when we remix some stuff. We don't hear it right. We say it back because of how we thought we heard it, and they you know something about Cake and eating it too or something. You know,
I got it.
That's exactly how they did it.
When you say it the way we say it, it doesn't really resonate in the same manner. It actually sounds a little explicit. You know, having a cake and eating it too, that doesn't really. That ain't something we want to turn.
No, you don't want to have cake. You don't want to have Kate and Edith too. That's another one you don't want to do either.
You definitely.
That's where problems come from. Because Edith sounds like a name where like she's okay with probably being a side, but Kate don't sound like she's okay with you having a side.
Bring that to rock. We gotta bring that to rock.
That's an interesting concept.
Edith sounds like she cooking plates and stuff for you and making sure you got lunch.
Edith ain't got time for that. Kate,
wait.
You both. Kate is
getting all the money going shopping. Kate is the one getting shopping. She ain't doing no work.
Her younger parents.
She ain't doing no work. She's the one having mimosas at 2 p.m. She's taking the credit card, swiping. Edith just at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care.
Well, wait a minute. Are we talking hello Archie, Edith Bunker type?
That's why. See, that's why. Now that's what comes to mind when I hear it.
Think about Kate. You know, Kate like cake. You get excited about. That's the one you get excited about. So no, you know, Edith is just like it's Edith. If it here's Kate, it's Kate is like
that was a bad analogy.
But it looks good that you gotta keep going back.
No.
I'm trying to figure out who happened to Edith Bunker.
Right. She's not talking about Edith Bunker. Literally.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
The type of woman that
that's what I mean.
To be like is not just Edith Bunker, but just more of a settled woman who ain't got time for the mess. She don't care what he got going on. I got stuff to do. That sounds like Edith, but Kate with the mess. She with the ish.
Yeah, she right. Edith is like salad with no dressing almost.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Edith is like
any salad without dressing.
Oxycontin and Xanax.
Salad without dressing. We're not eating salad again.
I eat salad without dressing. I mean, it's pretty good if you got all the ingredients, the tomatoes,
you got the right toppings.
Because all that's going to make the dressing itself.
Do you put croutons in your salad before you eat it?
Edith it.
I don't like it. They get in the way. I just season. I literally just season my salad.
You said Edith was like what?
Huh?
You said Edith like what?
Oh, I said Edith is like the movie Fences. Remember the lady just took she got that paycheck and she went and took care of the kids, and then Kate is the lady that had the baby, and Edith just took the baby and they just kept going on with life. Right. She just be taking hits. And Kate just come in and come out whenever she feel like it. I'm just saying.
And you can't have your Kate and Edith too. This is going to be our first discussion on Rock True Queens. Period. It's
not a Twitter
a great subject. I love it.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have fun with this one.
That's what I saw. Somebody shared that one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though. Now the cake and eat it too thing, when some people explain it, whoever explained it made it make a little bit of sense. But when you had just said it, I'm like, oh, pause.
Oh, they say it comes from a song. What's the song?
You can't have your
that's what came up when I Googled it. It's a song.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Oh wow.
I'm mad you know the song.
I am almost sure that's how that song goes.
I don't know. It just sounds like
that's not it. That just sounded how to.
That is not how that
seems
sounds.
like how it would sound.
That is not no.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
You just made that a jingle. That is a jingle for a commercial for cake.
Right.
Somebody's ass somewhere.
And when you get done, you want to be like, and cut.
You're right.
Beautiful guys. Beautiful.
Y'all tripping. I'm trying to have her cake and eat it too.
Right.
Face hurt.
What is Selena doing over there?
Too much. Doing too much.
And this is what being high on life looks like.
I have. You know what? I have missed having fun like this. Some sober, real fun.
I know, right?
She just said this is what being high on life is like. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
No, it was. I keep seeing this this Facebook status getting shared. It was like, so you don't smoke weed or nothing. So you just high on life, huh? You just out here happy to be alive. Like, people do that. That's a thing.
Like, that's normal.
Yes, when you're happy and settled within yourself, trust me.
I thought
when you're not trying to numb yourself or run from anything.
Exactly. Give me some.
Everything is good.
Here we go. You there? You got tuck it in right there. Tuck it in. Don't come on out.
There we go. We in there. Try bone. Oh, I got some hairy knuckles. I've got a hairy.
Very hairy.
Harry Potter.
We are gonna get ready to get out of here. We got about 4 minutes. I want to give everybody an opportunity to, just say how they feel about what's to come for the next season and their final thoughts for the show. So we're gonna start with you, Ivo, because you got chicken on.
Right.
Well, I got the grease on.
Smart man. That really been about 15 minutes ago. That was 15. Go ahead, brother.
I'd like to say that I feel uplifted by this show. Ever since I have gained a spot in this show, I have gained a spot within myself for the show.
Amen.
And I've learned a lot. I've elevated spiritually with this show, and it's a mind opener to be able to talk to you guys about the simplest things that mean the most, which is just loving God. You understand? And the most, I'm not gonna say the most. The thing I'd like to see become the most out of this show is more of my growth and able to spread the whole RockTruth everywhere. Yeah. Even though it's already in motion, I'd like to see this just expand all across the country. You know what I mean? So that's what I have seen, got from it, and wish to happen in the future.
Amen. Let me see who I'm going to go to next. I'm gonna just randomly pick. Don't bring nobody in. Let me see. I'm gonna randomly pick somebody. 1, 2, 2.
Oh, it's Miss Betty.
Okay. Well, as kind of the newbie here, I would say what I'm looking forward to and what I'm seeing right now is collaboration and opportunity. And when I think of opportunity, I think of opportunity for growth in me, opportunity for learning more, because I haven't always been as spiritual as some of you all are. So kind of learning and getting more into my spiritual self. And then also challenging myself to do, I never really do like radio and all of this stuff right here. So the opportunity to learn and challenge myself to do some different things, I'm just looking forward to that.
Yes, girl, you like a duck in water, Affleck. You are like a duck in water. I can tell you didn't do like radio production, anything like that. I said Affleck, Will. You heard me. Now I'm gonna move on to the next one. Do not start. Do not start. Do not start. Do not start. Affleck.
And there goes Will.
I was me.
In the building.
Okay.
But I love just how organically I came into this group. Like I started off as a guest, and then like being like I was a guest on. She was like, yeah, you know, eventually we'll want, and then it was like the next day, like, can you
right? Can you just be on the show?
and then after I came on as Miss Carolyn Wilson's guest, and she was like, yeah, I like you. You fit well. You should just come on because Selena had lost her voice that day, so I kind of had to be like her stand-in. She was like, you did so well. You should just come on and stay. I was like, okay, I like that. But it has definitely become a highlight of my week. I don't get out the house like at all, and I don't really talk to people. So y'all like pretty much the most like organic interaction I have with people throughout the week, like outside of my immediate family. So I love this, and I love that I get to rock my truth as the little scientific nerd that I am.
That's right.
Yes, and we love the scientific nerd. I love that. Okay, let me see who I'm. Let me see. Oh! It's the ram. It's the ram.
Boy,
you better hurry up while you and your wifey is
Okay. All right. So something that I have learned, and that I know that you all have learned because I've seen y'all grow, is that it's a two-part thing, but it's the same exact thing. We have to learn and be in agreement with changing the package, but not the content.
Yeah.
Change the package, but not the content. This is the time of the year where advertisers sell you the same product, but they change the package. Like literally, Starbucks has a line out the window for the same coffee, but a different coffee cup.
Yep.
Snickers just released their Christmas tree line of Snickers. It's still Snickers, but it's packaged with Christmas. So what that means is that be willing to grow.
Yeah.
But keep what's invested in your heart. That's why God says to inscribe his word on your heart. Because it doesn't change the content, but you are allowed to allow your package and how you present that content. In other words, your experiences are what help guide and lead people to Christ. It's not the light that's on the outside of the package. It's the light that's on the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. Okay,
Right.
let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me see.
I want to say, my hopes is to just like open up more about myself, because I'm kind of like to myself. I really don't be around a lot of people, and it's like I'm like, I don't want to say shy, but I'm just not used to all this, like social media and being on camera. Because to me, I look better off camera than I don't like taking pictures. Okay. So it's like, to me, it's like I just got to feel a little bit more comfortable with doing this, and it's like I'm starting to, because you all personalities are so powerful, and I want to match that.
Okay, be with people that elevate you, baby.
Yeah, and sometimes I just be in my little mode, and where I be a little down sometimes, and when I get on the show, it just like uplifts me. And sometimes when I see you all posting, and sometimes like I'm not a type person, so I know I will say I'm like lacking. That's because I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used, because you all like be typing like every minute. I'm like, oh Lord, they typing a lot. They're gonna snork again, girlfriend.
Okay, y'all, it was me. Damn.
It was that guy. Yes. So yeah, I have to definitely catch up, and that's what I'm hoping to do, and just be in tune with everything. I'm so excited, and I'm glad God brought me here to be with you wonderful people, and I love you.
Yes, we love you too.
We love you too.
Yes. And then no, none other than Miss Tanya B.
Hey,
Bizarre.
she, me, her.
I know that you're gonna get that on the seat. You're gonna get another shirt coming out. She, me, her. Go ahead.
Yes. So my final thought is pretty much the same thing that my shirt says. It says rooted in love. And so you guys, this group is the epitome of love covering and love correcting. Like, and I love that. You know, there's so much growth that I need in my personal life, but also in my professional life. And everybody's here is an expert in their field. We always but we all want to grow, and we all want those opportunities, and we all want to do what he has for us to do while we're here. And in order to do that, we do have to be covered and corrected, and this group allows for that.
Yeah.
And I love that about us, and that's what I'm most excited about, because you do not find that often. And when he gives you that, like, you guys are my gift, because he gave me you for this time. Yes, he did. He did. He knew.
Make her cry.
Seriously, if one day I was to share like some of my story, I'm not today. But if I was to, you probably would then only understand a small fraction of why I say that. I do definitely believe that he is using all of you to purge me closer to perfection. To purge the things that I need to purge to get to where he definitely wants me to be. So you definitely are my gift, and do love being a part. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yes.
We asked for us, and we got us.
That's the so like, oh God. Oh, I don't even have my pen. I've been trying to write down the stuff she was saying. Now you say, I like that. We asked for us, and now we got us. That's the truth. Like, that's what we've been praying for this. We've been praying for this. Like,
I like that. I like it.
I love it. I love that. Like, that's okay. I gotta do that one later though. I'm tired. I'm tired. I do that shirt tomorrow. Now look. Those are good. Those are good, of course.
Oh my God.
But you know what? I feel the same way. I am mad excited about everything to come. I still feel the same way. Like, you know, you guys are my gift. It's him and you. Like, you guys are him. Like, we're incarnate. We are him in the flesh, and it's you guys that are allowing him to operate, you know, within you. That's the only point in which you have to provide permission, because God he's not going to rape you. He's not going to take anything. He needs you to allow his usage. And so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to God to be here with you all. Like, for me, when this was, you know, brought to my mind, I saw others, you know. God saw something like, no, this ain't that, sis, you know. And I'm so grateful that he brought people in his image to share this journey and pioneer, you know, his company, RockTruth, with. So me too. I'm looking forward to that, the conference, the different people that we're going to interview, the different lives that we are already impacting, people that we don't even know. Like, somebody else was like telling me, like, oh yeah, we were talking about RockTruth, and I'm like, oh my God, like, for real though, it's the truth. Like, I didn't think like that, you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to everything that RockTruth. He ain't gonna rape you, Will. He's not. He ain't gonna just take. He's not.
The private chat.
You gotta be willing. You gotta open the private chat. You gotta open the door. God ain't raping you, man. That's not making you do nothing.
Wow. Listen, one of the agenda items for the next meeting, we're gonna talk about the private chat. Okay.
What is it? Oh, let's just say we already know if one of us did it, she'll be telling us. She's like, don't do the private chat. And now she over here reading the private.
Oh my God.
at the same time. It was almost like word vomit. So at the same time I'm reading, I'm talking, I'm just like, but God is not gonna rape you. He's not gonna rape you. I'm sleepy, everybody. We can definitely add that to the agenda too. Like, that really means because apparently I have missed it.
Oh my goodness.
I want to thank
God is not going to.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
We are. We want to thank.
And ma'am, that's not going on the shirt.
That's definitely a gift because everybody don't know how to do that.
No, definitely don't put that on a shirt. Please don't.
Not nothing.
Maybe on a coffee mug because coffee mugs have been known to say some stuff.
And it goes unnoticed, and it goes unnoticed. Coffee mugs go unnoticed, and
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, somebody probably will buy it though. Somebody will.
Probably me. Like,
yes, I feel her. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to buy that shirt.
What shirt you want to buy?
God is not going
to rape.
But you got to have the emoji face with the uneven big eyeballs. Like.
Okay. I'm gonna do that one. Do it again, that
Hey, if whoever that is don't ask you what's going on, something is wrong.
That will stop someone right in their tracks. So your shirt.
I'm gonna do that shirt. Watch. I'm gonna send it tonight. Yeah, I think I'm playing. Yes, I am. We're having this case time.
Listen, I was laughing so hard, I ended up logging out. Like I did like
that.
I'm myself out laughing.
We are.
Okay, so I'm trying to get us out of here. Okay, so listen.
I can't want to go.
He said, "No, you got to explain yourself now, because you got some splaining to do."
Right.
No, come on, because I know other people want to eat. Stop. Dang.
Oh, I ate already. Y'all see that's I come prepared because I know. Sometimes
that is got to be.
You're not playing like the Lord is reading you the scripture right now.
No, because if you put a scripture on that has to go on the shirt. If you find a scripture that says that it must go on a shirt.
I'm just gonna Google it to see what I don't know.
Let's find out where it is.
I bet you it's somewhere.
Like, no.
I bet you it's somewhere.
It's not.
He ain't taking it. I could not with
the door. The Bible does say he's at the door knocking. The Bible does say he's at the door knocking. He's at the door knocking.
It's
the
knocking.
Bible does say that.
He didn't say he was kicking down
the door.
Listening in.
He didn't say nothing. God is not going to rape you.
But
he's gonna
there is
knock
a
at the
book
door.
on
He's
Amazon.
a gentleman. He is a gentleman. He gonna knock.
Not there's a book on. Please don't tell me that's the title of the book.
God will never rape you.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yes, there it is.
I got to find that.
It is.
Yes. Dang.
It's
book.
Dang.
Oh wow.
It is.
Oh wow.
No, he ain't.
Find out who that is. We could probably have him as a guest on the show now.
That's your job, Miss Tony. You got to do it now. That's so you get them as a guest.
Oh.
No, he ain't.
I think we should read the book first.
When was the book published?
Yeah, right. Let me look into the book first.
When was that book published?
Right. Read it first.
Oh.
Keep us rocking that truth, sis. You right.
There it is. Look, that's the book right there. Look.
This year, September 2020.
Oh, see, yeah, that's guest worthy right there. That's guest worthy.
No, he ain't. He is a gentleman. You got to give up or no.
Well, you know what? She graduated from the International School of Ministry.
Okay.
Wow.
And she went to a Bible college.
Oh.
And the book is 13 pages. What?
It's 13 pages.
Now that's interesting.
Okay, y'all tell them. Like, are you reading that on Amazon?
It's only $3 though. The book is only $3.
I mean,
it must be like an essay or something.
Oh, probably like a dissertation.
You know what? I mean, it can
or like something, probably something for that culminated in school or something. I don't know, but that would be a good interview to have.
I don't know.
It sure would. How did you write 3 pages? Where did this come from?
We can break it down into 2 pages.
Because we stumbled upon this, and I know she couldn't have had this type of interaction to get to this.
From what it looks like, it's making reference to her husbands and forcing
forcible
intercourse. As a husband. Right.
Forcible intercourse. That would be real because he can't force. Can't force. How can your husband force that you belong to? You belong to him. He can't force himself on his own things.
He
You breaking up, Will?
Now I'm breaking up.
I know he's breaking up, and I was really trying to hear what he was saying too.
I know, right?
Say something good.
I know. Consolidate into a word. It's a word.
Right.
Yeah,
it's one word.
A word.
And spell it right.
It ain't no word.
No, this is more than a word.
Feeling. Oh, you're right. You're right, Mary. You're right. The woman's body does not belong to the woman once she's married, and the man's body does not belong to the man once they are married. Once they are married. However, the Bible does say that there should be consent. You all should be submissive to one another. In other words, if she ain't into it, you can't. God gonna be like, hold on, dog.
Yeah. I want to go back because at the end of the day, consent was I do. And when you did, you can't afterwards. You can't change your mind or you were lying at the altar. So consent was I do. You can't go back on your word. Just like for us, our consent for God to use us was I'm coming down. I accept him as my Lord and Savior. So that one decision is the only decision that needs to be made. You don't have another decision going forth. When you get to anything, you go back in reference to the original decision you made.
Yeah, I'm like, as a married woman,
whenever,
you feel like.
You should have said I don't.
You just can't come in and be like, turn over, lay down.
I do mean anytime.
Any place. Oh, so you want 12 in here now? No. Janet Jackson on.
Right
there. We said about waiting on the man in his image. Girl, when the man in his image come anytime.
Okay.
That's all I do. If I do.
Okay. I'm just saying. That's just me. Right.
Come on.
Because I'm just saying, ain't no headache it can't cure. And that's proven by science. I'm just saying.
Now I'm not saying when you're angry that it don't
adrenaline
have
release in your body. It actually helps you heal and all of that. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And got nothing on Tylenol. Has nothing on Tylenol. Okay. Yeah. So can we get out of here? Are we able to get out of here, Will? Don't say nothing else. Don't look like a certain way. Don't say nothing. Do you understand me? Do you understand? All right. So
you can't say nothing now. He froze.
And that's why your Wi-Fi is right on time. Did you come back?
Nope. Right. Yes. He's like, I'm an intruder in the Rock Queens.
I'm in. Is this the Rock Queens?
Right now.
You said the
Rock Queens show right now. Is this the Rock Queen show?
Yup, this is the Rock Queen launch apparently, and you've been stuck.
I see.
Take it out of it. That's just a preview of what Rock True Queens is to come. We raw, we real. Like we really, we women. We are womb men. We have emotions, feelings, all that stuff. We women.
Yep.
We just don't happen to be king citizens. That's all. But shout out to brother Eugene Napoleon.
Yeah.
Will. We want to go home.
I'm free.
We're home.
I'm free. Mute him.
It's like mute him. You are so right, sis. Now mute yourself. I'm gonna mute you.
Mute me. I have a button.
Okay. All right. We're gonna Will.
Just ignorant.
Shout out to Napoleon. Yes, for real. Shout out to Brother Eugene Napoleon for gracing us, Lord Jesus. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, your words of encouragement, for being a model for somebody who's doing a lot of what it is that we are out here attempting to do. For his name's sake. And we thank you so much for being somebody we can talk in on. Genuinely, like you're not just somebody, like you said, you don't even use the word celebrity. So to just be so humble and down to earth like our Father and willing to serve us. That's the crazy part. You're willing to serve us, and then how you esteem us, like you for real was honored to be here. And that's so crazy, like to just take in. So we thank you, brother, for gracing us with your words, with his word. For our lives. We want to thank Avo and for joining us. I think Tyron Joe was out there in the audience. Shout out to Lashi. Shout out to just the entire RockTruth family and everything that we have to come. Shout out to you all. I love y'all. I love being shout out to happy birthday to Elder Day, and as well as Doc Ock and Aubrey. While I have the opportunity again, sis, to my daughter, I love you. You are a queen. You are one of the dopest women I know. If ever you feel down, or you feel, as if you couldn't go on, or you were doubting yourself or anything, I pray that you refer back to this video and know that you are a queen, that you can do it. You can accomplish every goal for his namesake and not that which of your own. So I'm grateful for the 12 years that God has provided me with the opportunity to manage you. And I thank you, Lord. I thank you for the gift that is her. I thank God for the gift that is you all. And we're going to get ready to get on out of here. So I want to encourage everybody to always seek the kingdom. Stay safe, be dope, and seek him. RockTruth. We out.
Night.